The goddamn internet, of course, has to fucking stop as soon, like, when I'm about to fucking finish this goddamn quest line. Of course it has to stop. Anyway, we're close. Okay, so it's just along the edge of, I have to go all the way to the end of the dungeon, unfortunately, but it won't be too hard. I'm actually gonna equip Noctis with the, stamina. Where is it? Stamina badge. Because I'm kind of... Stamina badge is good for this area because, if you want to go... There's the ledge in the Rock of Rivendell that you have to climb up. Every time you lose all your stamina, you start sliding down the hill. So you have to catch yourself on all those rocks. But if you don't do so anyway, then you slide all the way down, and it's kind of fucking annoying. Stamina badge is nice, but I know not everybody got the season pass, and so that way they have the better things, the good extra equipment that they gave everybody with the season pass. I can't wait for the carnival to open up. Like, shit, that shit's gonna be fun, I hope. Like, I want, like, more chocobo races and stuff. Like, that'd be cool, but I have no idea what to expect for this. Like, it looks cutesy and nice, and I really hope there has something to do with, like, chocobo racing or something along those lines. I don't know. But because it's a carnival. And, oh fuck, I fell down. Probably because I ended up stop sprinting because Gladio got in the way. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that. But I'm also excited for 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 when that comes out. You know, I kind of wonder, like, the lava formations here in the Rock of Rivendell is really interesting, you know, because it is almost like lightning, just still lightning, as
I'll give you that.
Like, just still lightning, and that's like the coolest shit. Like, look at that shit. Or it looks like trees. Like, what the fuck kind of entity? Like, was this from, like... I kind of wonder if this was the, area that, was the domain of, the Infernian. Where Ifrit was hanging out before he was like, you know what, fuck humans. I don't know. I'm always curious about this war shit that goes on here, because I still don't feel like they released enough, but hopefully they give us a lot more shit. Because they're saying that they're gonna release a bunch more shit, and that's really fucking exciting. Like, more than just the DLC that they've said. They say there's gonna be another good update, and there's gonna be essentially no more room on this damn PS4, probably, considering if they keep adding more content. Because Final Fantasy has already taken up 54 gigabytes of room on this damn thing, and I'm just like, holy shit. And I'm honestly just like, I mean, it's worth it. It really is. I'm worried that I'm gonna run out of space, but I might have to find myself like a hard drive or something. What the fuck just came over? Is the sun just going down? Did the sun go down that fast? I don't think so. That was a little fast, unless that's just a cloud that's going overhead. I can't look, it won't let me turn the camera. I need to... Okay, it's just the sun. The sun is actually pretty quick in this game, but that's just because they cut it short, you know. That was actually the sun being blocked by The Rock, so... Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I wish I could just jump down there. I know it'd like probably insta-kill me if I didn't warp, because you can still warp before you hit the ground, of course. But I don't want to deal with these stupid suckers. I mean, I'll run past them, but I don't have. Wow. I don't like dealing with them in the first place. This is like a real-life RPG. This game is so goddamn meta. Like, it's ridiculous how meta this damn game is. Because, I mean, oh my god, I fucking hate these goddamn fuckers.
Let me give the orders this time. Just keep it short
and simple.
Attack.
Okay. Slippy slide. Rolling for no reason. Run, 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 run. It's crazy that they give you this big area. Like when you come here, when you first come here, there's no, there's nothing here. You only encounter the zoo if you... ZU is the monster's name,
The
Zoo.
treasure's close. Let's comb the area.
Yeah.
No
And,
telling what we're gonna find.
Nor if we'll find anything.
Oh, they're so pessimistic. But, let's see. Saying... It's at the end. There's... Oh, found it! I found it. It's right here, tucked in between these two rocks. A mithril ingot. The treasure is not what you find at Journey's End, but the journey itself. This is immutable truth because I say so. And I'm the one who hit the maps. Thank you for the memories. Your sister, Sylvester Yeager.
Found it.
What do you know? It's really real.
Well, well. This isn't half bad.
Loads better than the heap of junk I was expecting.
We can take this, right?
We played the game through to the end. I think we've earned it.
Yeah. Still not worth it. I mean, you can use... Okay, so get a mithril ingot, right? It's pretty sure you can use it in Elemency, is what people are saying. So, let's go ahead and do, I guess, lightning. Okay, and then... Yeah, you can use it in crafting. So you get free cast, a high potency, so you have Thundaga free cast. So it gives you it gives you, like, it might not spend a spell, but honestly, that's not even worth it. Because I'm pretty sure there are other things that give you free cast. And that's still not even worth it either, because you can just, yeah, here's another free cast. Beautiful bottles give you free cast magic. It's not as strong. Shit, that gives a lot actually. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, so it's honestly, like, I don't think it's worth it at all, like. Honestly, yeah, I don't know how much it costs to sell
Treasure.
it.
Hunting's actually kind of fun.
When there's actual treasure, at any rate.
Wow, this Sylvester guy, though.
Sure went to a lot of effort for a game.
Anyway, I think we're gonna go, we're gonna leave, and, but yeah, so, yes, it's not about the treasure at the end of the road, but it's about journey and who you do it with. Thanks, Sylvester. I understand completely where you were going with this, but you could have given us at least a little bit more experience. I needed a bit of water. That, or maybe even, I don't know, 500,000 gil? Because honestly, that wasn't that much gil, and it's just one mineral ingot, which you can sell for a lot, I think. I'm gonna go check real quick, so that way you guys know. But yeah, so that's that line. You don't even get, you only get experience at the end. You don't get any experience, for collecting any of the scrap pieces. You would honestly be better off like just going to Altisha and...
Is it dangerous after dark around here?
Most likely. We'd best ponder our lodgings as we go.
Like the mute, that was creepy because the music just cut off. I think as soon as it hit 18 at 6 o'clock, so that was kind of creepy. And then they were just like, is it dangerous here? Like, no, not when you're this strong. But they're still just so spooked. They're so spooked because they're like, oh, spooky monsters. So spooked. Anyway, we're gonna go to the
Time to go.
this little, whatchamacallit, the little outpost out here at the rock. Check how much the mithril ingot's worth, and then I'll quit the stream from there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, no, go forward. Go forward and park, please. Okay, thank you. I got confused there for a second, and I was like, wait, I need to go, but I need to turn, and I need to slow down.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
Also, I kind of wonder what it was like to teach Noctis how to drive. Because, I mean, Ignis keeps harping on him about how he sucks at driving. Anyway, okay. let's see how much this is worth. It's worth 20,000
Wanna go pick up some stuff
gil,
from Stalin?
which is not the most, well, I think it is the most expensive thing you can sell. Unless, yeah, the Imperial, it's not that much, so. But, that's no, the Magic Tech Core is the most expensive thing you can sell.
Why is it so hot?
But, I'll probably save that for an emergency anyways. But yeah. Alright, but yeah.
First day off in a good while.
That'll be it for this stream. Really, there's still a lot to do in Final Fantasy 15. Like I've said, there's just so much you can do in this game.
I'm gonna climb it.
And
Thank you.
it's really nice that they give you so much. I don't know why people complain that, oh, there's only about 40 hours to this game. No, there's a fuck ton more because I've played this game for 108 hours just for this file. Just for this file. And I've done still not everything. I've done quite a bit. Like, looking at the completed quests, I've done all of this. Like, look how little that shit is, that bar is going every time I go down. Like, I've done a shit ton of things. And so, when people complain about there not being enough stuff to do, there is plenty of stuff to do here in Final Fantasy 15. So they just need to shut the fuck up, essentially. Because there's plenty of there's just so much content. There's so much content. Even just like roaming around and just goofing off is fun. Going and fighting enemies in general is fun because you can go and find like a somewhat harder enemy and just have a bit of fun trying to fight it. The dungeons are nice because it's just a nice little linear area where you can find, not quite linear actually, it's a little bit less linear, because you can actually get lost in them. And then they have a fucking maze afterwards once you get to a certain point in the game. But yeah, so I don't understand why people complain about this game not being good. Why this game, they're just like, oh, this game is fucking, I expected more. Like, for modern day games, like there's an RPG's different because nowadays people play fucking Call of Duty and all these first person, third person shooters, and RPGs are not coming out nearly, or at least AAA game company, or at least ones that I pay attention to. RPGs don't come out very often. So Final Fantasy 15 is like, it's the first big thing Square Enix has released in a while, because well, I mean, it's a main title of Final Fantasy game, because they've been making so many spin-offs, because they made like I guess I shouldn't call them spin-offs, they're just they just have different series. Like World of Final Fantasy was released just before 15 was. I don't know where I'm going with. Well, what I'm saying is, people who were trying Final Fantasy 15 and were saying like, oh, there's not enough content. I feel like those people are the people that have had their asses stuck in Call of Duty for too damn long, and they don't know how to fucking play an RPG, because you play an RPG to do quests, side quests, and in general just fuck everything up that comes into your sight, essentially. So it just, I don't know, it just makes me mad when people complain about things that don't need to be complained about, because it's a good game. It's a good game. Like, yes, it has its flaws, but all games do. All games do. Like, they couldn't make this perfect. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect game. This has its quirks and flaws, and I love them because it makes me laugh. That's what's so nice about games, is like, as long as it doesn't mess with the gameplay, I'm totally fine with these weird quirks. Like, I remember seeing, before I even got my hands on the game, I saw people who had gotten, a glitch when they went to Golden Key. Their sea was either red, one of them, their sea was red, and another, their sea was like Mountain Dew green. And it was the funniest shit, and I was like, oh my god, I kinda wish that would happen in my game, because that is a experience. Like, people complain about glitches in the game. Like, the only glitch in the game that I almost complained to Square Enix about it, but I got through the glitch and it didn't interrupt my game anymore. It was the first time I played 15. It was the first time I played 15, and you get to Altissia, and it's the last place you have to go before you leave Altissia, and it's the negotiations with whatever the lady is named, and so you have to do negotiations with her. But in that kind of area, like, when you first play the game, it's like when you go to save or you try to progress, the game will freeze, because it's thinking, I think, because it tries to think really fucking hard, and then it overthinks, I think. So I sat there for 10 minutes or so, and I just let it sit, and I was like, I can't fucking do anything, and I didn't want to reset it again, because I'd played like over like 6 hours of Totem Monstro, and I'd grinded for so much shit 3 times. I grinded 3 times for shit, and I kept resetting the game because it kept freezing when I tried saving or going to the hotel, and so it worried me that I wouldn't be able to progress anymore. But I just let it sit. I let it just simmer, and it finally let me go through. Don't nod at me, Noctis. And it let me go through, and then it was fine for the rest of the game. But that was the only, like, nearly game breaking, like, it made me angry. But after I got through it, I was completely fine with the game. I mean, okay, I do have to admit that I don't like Chapter 13, but that's because it's just so long and tiring, and it's the same damn thing over and over again, and it's just Ardyn playing mind games with you, and it's just fucking annoying. Because you have no weapons either, you just have the Ring of Lucia, and then you get the Sword of the Father. And you're alone as well. So, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, I've been rambling for like 10 minutes. I need to shut up, and I guess I'll see y'all later. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, just depend on what I feel like. But yeah, have a good night, everybody.